if you're keeping up on Amazing Spider-Man right now by Nick Spencer and Ryan Ottley, and Venom by Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman, then you're in for a treat. And this is coming from somebody who is not a fan of Spider-Man. Not a fan of Spider-Man. I haven't been for a long time, even though Spider-Man's pretty much who got me into comic books. With my first memory I can remember of comics, Pop's coming back from a toy fair and bringing me and my bros, bringing me a Heathcliff comic and an Amazing Spider-Man by friggin' Eric Larson. So I'll always remember that, and I just share that so people actually know a little bit of my background. I mean, I was probably 4 years old at this time, and this is back in, I mean, he worked for Meyer, which is a regional, I think, store in the United States. I don't know if it's international. I know it's in most states, but I don't think it's in all of them. But, okay, back on subject. Amazing Spider-Man. I mean, Ryan Ottley's amazing Invincible art, of course, is awesome. Nick Spencer actually has a perfect sense of humor for the series, which is one thing he has strong. He did put a small amount of references, I should say, to political things. Bad fucking move, man. Sorry, excuse my language. There should be a couple spoilers, but not nothing too much, because there really wasn't even a resolution yet. Spider-Man is separated into two. One of them has a lot of his abilities. The other one has the other one. One of them is Spider-Man. One of them is Peter Parker currently. He goes to Doc Connors to go check on Horatio number 1 and 2, the two mice that they had done experiments on, and they're dead. And the Tri-Sentinel is out kind of running amok via the Spider-Man, the irresponsible Spider-Man, as well as Mendel, however you want to say it, the cyborg guy who's making the robot master, as he wants to tell himself, was kind of an all-around failure and a fuck up, is sort of struggling, and by the end gets a whole legion of robots. And on to Null leading Venom. I'll give Spider-Man high marks. I'll give that a 7 out of 10. Check it out. Venom, I'm going to give higher marks. I would say an 8.5. Check that son of a motherfucker out. Check that son of a cunt out. Excuse me. I'm a shithead. I shouldn't use this kind of language, but really I don't care. Here's the thing. I just say what I want. It's my channel. Venom is exhibiting new powers. It actually had the second Spider-Man, I can't remember it. His name escapes me. The young African-American gentleman was in the comic again. He's been kind of making little appearances in the series so far. And Venom is exhibiting wings, as well as he goes and absorbs Rex, in fact, who has been killed in war and was kind of, his life was being lived by the symbiote, the primordial symbiote ooze, and then he absorbs him into him. And I think we're going to have a bit of a battle on our hands here. I guess there is a dragon symbiote flying through the city that he's got to battle, and he's got to get his power up, basically, via absorbing a couple more of these. And we've got sort of a more savage and red-tinged Venom. Very awesome. Stegman's artwork is reminiscent of Todd McFarlane, as well as, mind you, Ottley being reminiscent of a better and sort of simplified version of Eric Larson. So this has the feel of the 90s or the late 80s all over again, which is exactly what I think they need. I got Extermination number 2. I might do a review of that. No, I can say, careful, skip it. Mimic comes back, which was pretty fucking awesome. I love Mimic. I'm a big Exiles fan, so that was pretty cool. I also can say my beard's a fucking maniacal mess today and looks like a whole bunch of tentacles because I'm Cthulhu, evidently. Go check out those two comics. Get them digitally if you want. Go to your store, though, if you're a good Samaritan and a good human being. Go pick up some Project Superpowers while you're at it. Go pick up some Image and some Valiant and some Dark Horse and some Boom Studios and some IDW. Skip Marvel. Skip DC. Oops, did I say that out loud? Have a good day. Take care of yourself, peeps.